Let's get to it.
And benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome to another edition of the Raf and Raf Rant. I am your host, Raf Pizarro. Joined with me, Rafa Rispo. Welcome, sir. How are we doing today, Rafa?
Oh, we're doing really good, Ralphie Bizarro. We're doing really good because 3 wins, no goals conceded, and I'm sorry if I were to offend anybody by saying this, but this is a historic Italy, if you ask me. We can get into that after I tweeted about it, but this is a historic Italy, so I'm doing really well. Obviously, representing, and this just came in 5 minutes before we went on the air, dude. Like, I get home and it's on the doorstep, hot off the press. This thing's still warm. You know, the numbers are still warm, dude. Like,
that thing is silky smooth,
obviously,
crispy.
we got
Who'd you get?
our boy
Of course.
on the back.
Of course.
No,
Don't
nobody else.
Different.
Yep.
Well, I love it to death. Love it to death. It's awesome. I got to get me one. I've been slacking on my Italia jersey drip.
And so have I.
Since for a while, right?
Yeah, and I finally found a couple 3Xs.
Okay.
That's what I need. I need a 3X.
Bingo.
So there you go. Boom.
Awesome,
for me.
Guys. Well, welcome to everybody in the chat. Thank you again for joining us tonight. If you're here on the replay, hello. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. Thank you for joining us today. Let me get it out the way. First and foremost, happy Father Day to all the fathers. I know it was yesterday a little late, but happy Father Day to all the fathers out there. We hope you had a good time. Rafa, especially to you. Antonio Rispo, big happy Father's Day. Auguri to you guys.
We'll do the insignia.
Or the big one. He does the big heart.
He does
right?
the big one. Yeah,
like
he does
super
the big
heart.
They just came out with Italian football TV just came out with a graphic. I'll show the crowd, but there it is right there.
Yes,
that's the next one, Italy, Austria, baby.
Yes.
With the insignia with his big heart,
super big heart, man. That's how we roll in Napoli, right?
Sir.
I mean, that's kind of how we doing. So I saw the videos. Had a little barbecue. Awesome to see the family. Together.
Very
Rafa.
good.
But yes,
happy Father's Day to your father as well, my friend.
Thank you. I mean, in heaven,
who passed, right?
Right. But
for those who have lost them or who still have them, and those who are, happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. But Italy has advanced to the knockout stage with Austria. After 3 wins, like you said, Rafa, 2 of those games coming at 3-0, which is, what was that, like the first time a team won 3-0 or didn't concede any goals or something like that?
It was the first. It was the first. Italy are the first team in European Championship history to win all 3 of their group stage matches without conceding.
Aha.
So we have, with the 3-0, and the 1-0 against Wales, we are 7 goals for, none against. Jonathan Bestford, we have been going back and forth, my friend, on Twitter. He says it's coming home. I said
it's coming a casa.
Venga a casa is where I say football's taking a nap in England is what I say. It's on holiday, my friend. It's on holiday. If you ask me.
Holiday right now.
But anyway, yeah. So 3 matches, all and listen, Belgium just won their 3rd match. Holland just won their 3rd match too. Credit to them as well. Obviously, can't take anything away from those powerhouse teams. But we've seen holes in the, we've seen cracks in the system. Whether it be, not putting away a few chances against Finland in the first half for Belgium, and then the treacherous first half against Denmark, for the second game where they were down 1-0 2 minutes in, and Denmark just destroyed them all half. They came back and they won the match, but still holes in the game. Same thing for Holland. Holland up 3-0 to the Ukraine. And then 2 goals, 2 goals to get it back to within. Oh, sorry, 2-0, and then 2 goals to get it to tied Holland gets the winner at the end, yes, but again, cracks in the game. Now that maybe now that their defense is taking a little bit of shape, Van Dijk's still out, but I mean, I feel like Italy have what it takes to go far in this tournament. And I've said it, and a lot of us have said it. Semifinal, but if you really watch the team, then the kind of run that they've been on. For people who don't watch the team, all they think of, Italy didn't make the World Cup in 2018, so they must be terrible. Yeah. Their players didn't make the World Cup. Well, dude, if you've been living under a rock if you don't watch Italy, because people who didn't expect this are surprised, Ralph. Mm-hmm. They're surprised at how Italy are playing. They're surprised at the togetherness. Hey, all 25 players, outfield 25 outfield play. 26, 25. So all 23 outfield players have played and have stepped on the pitch in the Euros. That's how together this team is. That's how much Mancini wants to get everybody involved and everything like that.
I mean, he does what, eight-person turnover in the last game, and still against Wales, and still comes out with the W. And these guys, I don't know, I'm not sure how long they haven't played together, but the fact that we can plug and play these players now, I mean, this whole team has adopted to that system, and the fact that Mancini can take 8 of them and basically get the same Napoli. Same Napoli. I'm sorry.
Same Italy.
You know how
dude.
But the same Italy, I think, is a testament to, at the very least, Mancini and what he's been doing with the team, but also what Italia is capable of. I mean,
but again, when you look at the team outside of the Euros, which a lot of people won't. This is the big stage, so people's eyes are on the. To be fair, I don't watch every Holland game. I don't watch every Turkey game. I don't watch every France game. I don't watch every game that comes out internationally, so I can't really give my opinion on the teams that I don't watch, so they have a point when I talk crap about England being, garbage. I don't watch England normally, so I couldn't tell you. But honestly, we watch Italy and we know what they're capable of. And it doesn't, and that's another thing, man. Everybody puts in front their argument is, who have they played? They played who's put in front of them. Right. Italy doesn't really pick the schedule. The only time countries and nations choose and select matches are for friendlies, and that's something that organizations get together with and come to an agreement for. So with the inclusion of the Nations League, that has drastically reduced the amount of friendlies that we play in.
Right.
The only real friendlies I remember us playing in were ones that we had to play during the World Cup qualifier because of or qualifiers in the Euro because of the uneven amount of teams in the group, and before the tournament started, so those matches for qualifying for the Euros, qualifying for the World Cup, and Nations League matches are not matches that are selected by Italy to play. So I don't know why people give Italy crap about, they have who they played. They played Liechtenstein, and they've played Faroe Islands, and they've played Moldova. And okay, but this is who are in our group, and I don't understand what that,
Right.
Okay, Turkey, Switzerland, and Wales. I had a buddy of mine, my buddy Nolan, the barber at my shop, say, you played a team that's not even a country in Europe, Turkey. You had a team that's a micro nation in Switzerland, and you had one of the smallest nations in the world, Wales. What difference does it make where they are, what size they are, and that's the team that we were drawn. These are teams that we were drawn. It's not a mistake that we were drawn these teams. These are teams that were selected to play against us, and that's who we have to play. Can we say the same thing about the Netherlands, who scraped through, who had a tough time beating the Ukraine, who had a tough time beating, Austria, because they're pretty good too, and who just beat North Macedonia, a team that a team that has never been in a Euro tournament or a World Cup tournament? Like, can we say the same thing? No, you're not going to say the same thing because Memphis Depay or Virgil van Dijk or Wijnaldum, all these big names, quote unquote.
Right.
Don't come to me with that. Don't come to me with that. We've done what we've done with a together unit, and we haven't even conceded a goal. And Donnarumma's only faced 2 shots on net
in 11 games, by the way.
And
no goals against in 11 games, Rafa.
No goals against in 11 games. 10 shots total on net in those 11 games, and that's a testament to the defense that are so old. Bonucci and Chiellini. Don't forget we have Bastoni to come in, Acerbi, and now with Mancini, Toloi, and Di Lorenzo and Emerson, and come on, just give me a break. I don't want to hear about look who you've played, and I don't want to hear about It's also in the manner of how we're winning these games, Ralph. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
When was the last time you saw Italy win 9-1, 7-0, 5-0, 6-1? Come on. When was the last time you saw that?
Rafa, I think that's been the biggest kind of point to our argument was that again, Napoli, Italy has been so, it's a Napoli show, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But that Italy has been the most consistent team throughout. Now, despite their competition, and I think that's the most important thing. Listen, I'll tell you this much. This Sunday, my niece and nephew won the championship game in the roller hockey tournament.
Congratulations to your niece and nephew.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Shout out to the niece and nephew if they're watching.
No, because I know you're very involved with that, man. That's
super
awesome.
involved. I love it. I love hockey, but the point was that there were a couple other teams. Now, I'm just going to use them as an analogy here. There was a couple other teams there that had really strong players that had great scores and were considered to be the favorites. But our team was the best collective unit. We didn't have superstars on our team. In fact, my niece this was her first season ever to play goalie. Okay? And we practiced once a week, every week. And if you see her from game 1 to game championship, the improvement was crazy. The amount of passing that went on, the amount of teamwork that went on, even on the bench, when they got back on the bench, laughing, having a good time, while everybody else was stressing out. And then they ended up winning the championship. The point I'm trying to make is that Italy is a team. To me, it is a unit more than all the other teams at the moment. And you go 30 games unbeaten, 11 of those no goals against. You can do a turnover. Scoundrel Phil, you said it here. I mean, we said it earlier. With eight people change, 8 players turned over, and you can still see the same team. They're still playing the same system. This is important down the line. When I see Portugal playing and Ronaldo wide open and doesn't get the ball, I have to start questioning what are these teams' motivations? Like, what are they, it's tough on an international level. I know the Serie A stars, somebody had said it, there's a lot of Serie A stars right now. We're top in this competition for goal scoring and all that, and that's great. I mean, that's great for Serie A. I mean, everybody sleeps on Italy, it seems like, whether it be Serie A, whether it be the team. Stop sleeping on us. All right, so we went through we went through a rough time. Serie A since 2006, rough time. 2018, we had a rough time. We had a rough time. But you can't just count Italy out. You can't just add it. We're no dark horse. I'm sorry. I don't agree I just don't agree with that. I mean, we've been champions for a long time. You want to talk about Germany? We beat Germany all the time. I don't care. Portugal, take away Ronaldo, England, I know they're a good, young, hungry team, but as long as they stay out of each other's way
Dude, I tell you what, man, it's just that
give some credit where it's due, You
have to. And a lot of people it's because it's from the media in England and it's from the media here. It's nobody really gives Italy a look.
Dark horse, my arse.
Yeah, nobody. There's only a few. There's only a few of the pundits that had Italy as even a dark horse. Nobody had them as a favorite on ESPN anyway. and okay, I understand because France is there and Belgium is number one ranked. Fine, I get that. But for those to not even like bat an eye at Italy, you just can't do that. And now they're seeing, whoa, oh, here comes Italy out of nowhere, out of left field. It's really not out of nowhere, man. We haven't lost a game since September 2018. And people love to bring up who have we beaten. Well, inside of that 3-year stretch, we've beaten Poland, we've beaten the Netherlands, we've tied to both of those teams as well. We've come out of our Nations League group. We tied to Portugal. We beat teams that are in this tournament. We beat Denmark. We beat Finland. We beat the Czech Republic. Okay, yeah. No, it wasn't Germany and England and Portugal. You're right, but we didn't have to play them. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. We didn't have to play them. Would we have fared the same way? Maybe, maybe not. But guess what? Oh, well, now we're going to see.
So what is it going to take, Rafa? I mean, Cliff says the biggest threats to Italy are Germany, France, and Portugal, but this is a very cohesive Italian sides. I truly think we're a semis team. I think that would be great. Joe Reese, same thing. Germany did look great the other day.
Yes. Okay. I still.
I'm not scared of Germany, by the way, at all.
Like, Germany for me, you can take off the list. Portugal for me, you could take off the list. Off the list. Sorry. Nope. For me, it's France and it's Belgium, and that's it. That's all. Those are the two teams I'm afraid of. France and Belgium.
It's like Belgium with De Bruyne.
I mean, listen, that team is stacked head to toe.
Yeah.
You got Lukaku, De Bruyne, Hazard when he's on. His brother Thurgood Hazard. You got Mertens still. You got just a team that is way too talented, way too together as well. Right. I'm sorry, I missed what Cliff said there, but yeah, I don't. I'm not, and France are the world champions. I'm not afraid of Portugal. I'm sorry, I'm not. They showed me against Germany that they're not a cohesive unit. I'm not afraid of Germany because Germany versus Portugal were two teams that were just destined to like clash into each other, and Germany came out on top. Let's not forget two of those goals were own goals. Fine, you know what I mean. But how about Gosens in the Germany game, man? 2 goals. He first player to record, first defender to record a goal and 2 assists in the Euros in history too. I'm telling you, Serie A, man, Serie A can't miss. For people to slag on Serie A, the thing is, Serie A needs to start winning some European championships. Serie A needs to win a Champions League. Serie A needs to win a Europa League to start being, considered a big league, I feel. But at the same time, look at these various teams with Serie A players that are just destroying it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But back to the point of who I'm afraid of, it's for me, it's France and Belgium, and it's nobody else. I'm not afraid of Holland. I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't buy into the Holland system. I'm not afraid of Portugal, and I'm not afraid of Germany. It's just not. Spain's laughable. Forget about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we get Austria in the round of 16, and smart money has us against Belgium in the quarterfinals. Now that's gonna be, if I'm Mancini, I'm looking to gamble with the lineup against Austria a little bit too. Not 8 out of 11 changes, but gamble for sure. Like, keep Verratti in, maybe keep Bastoni in again, Bastoni or Cherby or something.
Cliff, if you're out there, you got a second. If you can find the last time Germany beat Italy, or at least what is the record between Italy and Germany?
Italy against Germany in a competitive match. The last time they beat us was in 2016 on penalty kicks.
On penalty kicks, and before that,
yes, but before that, seldom you'll find it. Seldom. It's very rare that Italy lost to Germany in a World Cup or a European Cup match. That might have been That
Go
might have
ahead.
been our only. That might have been our only time we played. We played against Germany at a Euro was in 2016. Um,
I have a question here, real quick,
Go ahead.
Rafa, from Aloja here. What are the Austrian strengths? I don't know, Laba,
Alaba is a strength.
Sabitzer,
The
key
kid who
player.
scored the kid who scored today. I forgot his name, but he was taken out on an injury. Baumgartner.
Mm-hmm.
He's officially the youngest player to score in a Euro. But he was taken out because of a head injury today. So who knows what his deal is? But I mean, Limer is in there too. Conrad Limer, Arnautovic is there. He's pretty. He's a pretty established name. I mean, it's not very much, and that's the thing. It's not
Right.
very much.
They make good cakes too.
Yeah. Also, Liner, the right back Liner, Stefan Liner, who's been linked to us for a while, But I mean, there's not really much of I've watched their games, and yeah, they beat the Ukraine today, which is whatever, but a loss to the Netherlands and a 3-1 win against North Macedonia. It's not much to write home about. I mean, I'm not afraid of Austria.
Answers. Me neither. Got a few answers. Thank you, Joe, Joe Reese and Cliff, talking about their defense. So, we'll see. Because remember, Italy faced practically a 10-man defense against Turkey, and they were able to pick that apart.
3.
Yeah, and again, this is I think this is the best part of Italy. It's like they're not going out there frustrated. They're going out there. They're playing their game. And no matter what the challenges, whether they were being pressed by Switzerland, whether Turkey was parking the bus, whether Wales was being more physical, with practically our, let's call it our second lineup.
B squad, our second lineup.
Right. We were still able to get the result done. And those quick 1-2s against Turkey, switching up side to side, trying to get those 2-on-1s and helping Berardi, or Barella rather, with Locatelli coming in from the midfield, getting up front. We can put 5 guys in front at any time, and these goals can come from anywhere. You saw it. Somebody had mentioned Messina. We put Messina in, and he scores a goal. So, the whole Italy's not being challenged. Eventually, it's going to have to expire, that argument, Rafa, because what else? I mean, who do we have to beat in this tournament to kind of prove ourselves is kind of my question. Like when do Napoli again, when do Italy get their respect that they deserve? Because I don't see why they're not getting as much. And if your only argument is they weren't challenged enough, it doesn't hold that much water, because 30 games is 30 games unbeaten, no matter what. That's still a challenge. That's still a milestone for any team.
But you got guys like Bernardeschi, who was probably the one dark spot in the game against Wales that still hit the post from a free kick. You know what I mean? That still is performing for the national team, even though he sucks at Juve. That's what you have with this squad, this group. It's a group. It's I mentioned it last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. In 2006, this was Club Azzurro. I feel like this is once again Club Azzurro. Look at the guys at the hotel or wherever they were in Rome outside after the game yesterday,
right?
And how they were singing Notte Magiche together. I don't know if you saw that, Ralph, but there's a video circulating around that Insigne had a boombox a player. And everyone was singing Notte Magiche. I mean, down to the freaking staff, dude. Vialli and Mancini and the staff was there singing it,
it's a big
together.
Deal.
And yeah, it's a big deal, man. Like these guys are they're the most together team. They're the most team. They're like watch Jorginho's Instagram and watch Insigne's Instagram and how much they're getting Immobile, they're pulling jokes and pranks on Immobile and Donnarumma and I think it was also, I forgot who else it was, but they were Barella, maybe, I don't remember who it was, but they were Jorginho filming all these things. A couple of these guys were locked out of their room, and I think it was man, I'm trying to think of who it was. It was Florenzi, who was like laying down in bed, and Insigne was waiting for Immobile at the door, and he came in and scared the crap out of him. And it's just they're having fun, and that's what's going to get them through. You know what I mean? They're having a good time. They're having fun on the pitch. They're together on the pitch. They communicate so well. And every substitution is greeted with positivity.
Right.
Even Bernardeschi yesterday, when he came off, he was walking off the pitch, and maybe he was wasting a little time, but I was kind of like, come on, man. The other, I forgot who it was that got subbed out with him, but the other dude who got subbed out with him was running off the pitch, Pessina, running off the pitch to greet his substitute. Right. And enthusiastic. But then as Bernardeschi was coming off, he gave whoever came in, trust me, I forgot who it was right at this moment, but whoever came in, he gave him such a great embrace, and he clapped to the crowd, and Mancini with a big smile. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. Like, our worst player is playing good. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's all you have to know about Italy, man.
Right.
When our worst player on the team is playing good, watch out.
Right. And when we can switch practically the whole team and face quite possibly one of the toughest opponents in our group and still get the result, fine. We'll wait for Belgium, but go on.
Going back to what Cliff said about Germany. Yes, in the 2016, we lost to them in the quarterfinal on penalties after 1-1. But we also beat them 2-1. How could we forget in the 2012 semifinal? Mm-hmm. The Balotelli brace, the one where he scored with the header and went nuts, and then the one where he scored from, on the breakaway from outside the box, took his shirt off and did the pose. That was Germany. And then the only other match in European Cup with Germany after that, 1996 group stage, tied them 0-0. We did not qualify out of the group stage, though. And that was the last game of it, too. So, an L in a sense, but not an L. And then a 1-1 group stage opener in 88 to West Germany, and Mancini scored. So, how about that?
How about them apples? Huh?
Yeah, Mancini on the score sheet for that West Germany-Italy game in the group stage in 88. So there you go, Cliff. That's Italy are unbeaten against Germany, except for the penalty kick shootout in 2016.
So there you go.
We hit a glitch. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my bad. I was typing something, Rafa.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. As a matter of fact,
played an Oni.
Yeah, right. Cliff got me rolling, man. Cliff got me rolling. So hold on, Cliff. Let's look at Italy against Germany in the World Cup. I'm really excited about this. Semifinals, obviously, in 2006. Come on, who could forget that? Mm-hmm. Final again. I think before that, the last time we played them was in the final in 82, 3-1. And then a 0-0 in 78 in the second round. And a semifinal win, 4-3 in 1970 after extra time, that we lost the final to Brazil. And
73,
then a 0.
You said
70.
73. Okay.
4-3 win after extra time in the semifinals against Germany. And then before that was 62 0-0 in the group stage.
62.
So Italy has never lost to Germany in a World Cup, and only one loss on penalties, and it was the last time we played them in 2016.
Das ist alles with that one, Ralph.
Austria, 1934 semifinal. Italy, Austria, 1-0 Italy. Let's see, Austria, because that's our next opponent, right? Another 1-0 in 78 in the second round.
78.
Another
Bringing me back,
1-0 in the
Rafa.
1990 1-0 to open up. Schilacci scored in 1990 against Austria 1-0 in the group stage. 2-1 in 98 in the group stage. Vieri and Roberto Baggio. That's it for the World Cup. And then in the European Cup, Italy and Austria have never played each other. And nope, sorry. Oh, no, I'm looking at this year. 2020. This will be the first European Cup meeting between Italy and Austria in history, but Italy are also undefeated against them in major competition.
So, Rafa, it's safe to say, if history tells us anything, that we shouldn't be worried about Austria or Germany, for that matter.
No, we should be worried about Belgium.
Right.
We should be worried about Belgium in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
That's what we should be worried about.
Okay.
They are winners of their group, which means that we would get them in the quarterfinals if they win their round of 16 match. And that is against I don't think we know who that's against yet. We have to wait and see.
All right.
But yeah, there you go.
There you go. Forza Italia.
Forza Italia. The rest of the Napoli players, the Insigne didn't play against. Actually, none of the Napoli players played against Wales, right? They got Sirigu on, but they didn't get Meret on.
They didn't get Meret on. No.
I think Mancini let Sirigu come in because four different championships that he's been a part of, and he's never gotten a minute on the pitch. And we were up, and I think he gave it to him. Meret's quite young, but no Napoli players against Italy. I mean against Wales. We got Mertens, who didn't play today. Came out in halftime against Denmark, and De Bruyne came in for him, and we know the rest. Belgium became the team that beat Denmark 2-1, became the team that they are.
Right.
Then Zielinski and Fabian shared a nice little moment together on the pitch when Fabian was subbed in and Zielinski played the whole match, but they embraced, and that was nice and cute, but that was all they did.
Yeah.
Elmas today didn't really do much. Macedonia 3 and out. Yeah, Mertens got arrested is right. Joe Reese, Pandev. Props to Pandev.
Last international tournament. Maybe is he returning next year?
No, he's not reaching. Well, so rumor has it that he's retiring for good.
Okay.
This was 100% his last appearance for his country. So, no, he won't be back for his country. But yeah, the jury's still out on if he's going to return to Genoa and play.
Okay.
We don't know yet. But also, I guess we should talk about Slovakia, who are basically their next game is against Spain, and should they get a point, I believe they finish second. Yes, a point gets Slovakia to the next round.
Okay.
Lobotka and Hamsic's Slovakia, because they play Spain. So a point would get them to 4. Spain have 2, and actually, if Poland beats Sweden, there'd be a 3-way tie with 4 points. So it's not guaranteed, but it's a possibility that they can finish in third as well. And then where else? There's I think that rounds up the Napoli players at the Euros, right? I mean, they really haven't done too much besides Insigne being an animal and Di Lorenzo being a beast too. So there you have it.
There you have it. I think I'm just looking forward. Who is it? I think it was Jonathan that had asked on Twitter, Rafa, about how do we feel about Italy and all that, and I was like, I'm not worried. Well, I was typing, I'm not worried. Then I was like, no, I'm gonna delete that. Deleted it, and then I wrote, last time I wrote, I'm not worried. Napoli tied Verona. Let's just say if Italy go out and do their thing, they should be able to beat
Yeah.
Austria.
Let's
And I'm
then
gonna keep my comment at that. I'm gonna keep my thoughts at that, Rafa. If Italy come out and just do what they're continuing to do, they should beat Austria. I mean, and like you just read off the facts from from 1960 up until now, we should be okay, especially this
Italy. Right.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Melodia, too soon. I'm sorry. I really am sorry, but it was true. It's because, we were so all right, I'll stop soon, but I just didn't want to, we're a big superstitious group over here, so I didn't want to.
Yes. Very.
So I was like, let me just
superstitious.
bring that one back. Bring that one back. But speaking of Napoli, Rafa.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Napoli a little bit, I think, right?
Let's talk about Napoli a little bit.
No,
Oh, what happened? Did you come off the screen, or we're still live? So I'm here by myself apparently. We lost Ralph, but let's talk about Napoli because we had.
Sorry, Rafa.
Oh, there he is.
Hey,
you knocked out.
Yeah, I just wanted a little switcheroo.
We just flip flopped.
We just flip flopped. Yeah. I was like, wanted to be on your side today, Rafa.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, guys.
Are you weirded out by the fact that we're flip flopped? Do you want to switch?
I kind of do. Get out this. I got you. Hold on. There we go. All right. Cool.
All is well.
I was like, because I have my head turned a certain way so I can see you well.
Listen,
now I'm like,
I know you might have an OCD thing too when it comes to how we're presented. So
I do.
Am I here? Am I there?
Yeah,
No. So I was going to take the reins because I was still live.
Well, you can start. Go ahead, please.
No, I
please
just
start.
wanted to say, we can segue into Napoli by speaking about how transfer target Emerson did play the whole 90 minutes for Italy against Wales. He's a transfer target of ours. I thought he looked really well. I thought I think that solidified for me the fact that we need this guy at left back. And he is very, very, very much in the conversation with Napoli. Chelsea and Napoli are having talks, and I think it's a possibility that we land this guy, and I think it's a great thing. I think, obviously we need help on that left back position. And, Emerson and Spalletti are familiar, and it would be a perfect match. What do you think about that?
With Emerson on the we're definitely going to have a hole on that side, Rafa. Now, I know supposedly, not to get off topic, but I know we might, there was talks about retaining Malkovic because he's coming back off loan. So that could possibly be a backup for Di Lorenzo on that right side, which I'm fine with.
I'm
like
okay
Malkovic
with that. I'm okay with that.
I really like
need
Malkovic
depth
before his injury.
Yeah, he's not a bad player.
Right.
And let's face it, Di Lorenzo's going to play a lot.
Yeah.
But he adds depth to the position.
Sure.
Like I said a million times during the season, I don't know why Husai had to play on the left side when he was a perfect backup to Di Lorenzo on the right.
Right.
You still had Mario Rui, and then we sold Malqui in the middle of the season. It's not like we had Malqui at our disposal. We still had Mario Rui for the right and Malqui and Gulam Gulam was on the left before he hurt himself, but that's probably why. But the thing is that I guess Gattuso saw and liked Husai on the right, and it worked. So, because, let's call a spade. Aside from a few of the blunders that he had, he didn't have a terrible season, Husai. He didn't. I'm sorry, he didn't. That doesn't mean I want him to stay. That doesn't mean he didn't make the mistakes of a lifetime for us and to not make the Champions League. And that doesn't mean I think he should rot in hell. He shouldn't rot in hell. But I think actually had a pretty decent season for Napoli overall. You know. But Emerson coming in, if it were to happen, would be a revelation, would be something new, familiarity as well with Di Lorenzo on the national team, and with
Insigne,
and let's face it, but for me, Bernardeschi's off this Italian team, and Politano will be on it very, very, very soon. Especially if he continues this form when the Napoli turn comes back. Mind you, shout out to Politano, who celebrated the birth of his firstborn child, his daughter Giselle, over this time. They had a baby, him and his wife, named Giselle, so Giselle Politano. And that's probably the only reason I'm happy that Politano's not on this team. Is he got to spend the time with his wife and celebrate his new kid. Otherwise, I really wish he was on this team. But anyway,
let's give him an applause, Rafa, real quick.
Auguri,
Politano.
Signor Politano.
I know Joe Reese, you had asked earlier about that red card for Wales. I don't know, just to address it, it looked like a red. He didn't go for the ball, stepped on this guy's ankle. You know, the ref wasn't having it, kicked him out the game. So
yeah,
that's all I got to say about
that for me was a
Not the
little
flip-flop
harsh.
either, but-
Like at first I saw it and I was like, oh, definite red card, definite. But the rules are, over the shin, it's a red. And the fact is it wasn't. It was like borderline. So I'll have to say it was a bit harsh. Yes, I don't know if I would have given the red, but at the same time, I understand why. You can't come out studs out open like that to somebody. So
maybe the ref felt it was intentional, and that was the end of that. So Molojo asked, we really need some. Yeah, it's all it takes. We really need some legs in the midfield if Ruiz is sold. Any target for us? This is like the $50 million question, Rafa, because there's been a lot of names linked to us. Now with Zaccagni supposedly getting some calls from Milan, we don't know what that midfield might look like if Ruiz actually gets sold. But I think Ruiz will be sold for the money if we do need to buy somebody. I feel like he's the first to go. As far as the middle goes, so many names get tossed around. The worst part I feel like about some of these speculations is that really the sources that we have to go on, a lot of it is hearsay. So it's really tough to name names. Now, from what I know with De Laurentiis, his style is that whoever's coming to Napoli, unless with the exception of Zaccagni, we haven't heard their name yet, and we probably won't until the name is on that, or basically the signature is on that contract. So, Joe Reese is saying gutted if we're not getting.
Yeah, well, we're not getting DePaul. It's not happening. He's going to go to Atletico Madrid. That's not happening. So let's just forget about that. I honestly believe that we're also not going to be getting Zaccagni. I don't know what's going on.
I think we made an offer. It was like a $12 million offer.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get him either, though. I really don't.
Right.
know.
His number was like 20 million or something in the January transfer.
For what? Oh, in the January, and then he had a terrible second half of the season. So I highly doubt De Laurentiis is going to spend 20 million on him. I don't think it's going to happen.
No way.
So I'm not very enthusiastic about Zaccagni, but there was a few other names that were thrown around.
This is my boy from Italy. Sorry.
Hey, Andrea Pasqualini. That's cool. Hey, Raf.
Hey, Raf. Raf.
Hey, Raf.
Andrea's from Napoli, so he's in Napoli right now watching us. So, ciao, Andrea.
A few things that I can say is that we've offered Meret renewal until 2025.
Yes.
Which would basically lock him in as the starter. I think Ospina could leave. And something else I did see is possibly the reemergence of this name for our backup is Salvatore Sirigu. So imagine Meret Sirigu 1-2. That for me would be very exciting.
Well, what was Ospina's deal? Did he get another contract from did he get some offers from another team in Italy, or was it?
No, I don't think it was from another team in Italy. I do think that he might leave. I think he wants to return to Colombia at some point.
Okay, to go to South America.
I think that might be what he wants to do, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. But yeah, I mean, I could see. I absolutely could see it happening to where Ospina leaves and our number one would be Meret. But there are other names that are out there, man. There are and I'm not talking about a goalkeeper, but I'm talking about you know, a left winger or a central defender. You know, we really need to beef up, because if we are, you know, going to sell Fabian, or if we are going to sell, God forbid, we sell Koulibaly, we need to beef up. You know, we do. And
Play the kids.
yeah,
But-
play
well,
the
Lu-
kids. Play the
well,
kids.
well,
The kids are in Serie A now, right?
right. Well, not only
Primavera
that.
one.
Well, considering the loans, Rafa, I think Luperto is coming back from loan. He could possibly be kind of a bench role backup player, center back for the team. If
I'm
De
not
Laurentiis
very
doesn't wanna
high
go.
on him. Yeah, I'm not
But I'm
very
just
high
saying,
on him.
if we're gonna be stingy though, if we're gonna be a little stingy, and we don't want to
But
go
here's
out,
the thing.
and we keep Koulibaly,
We don't have to be stingy, dude. We really don't. Like, a lot of these players.
we don't, but we will.
Well, we might, but we don't have to be. If we wanted to spend money to get something that we need, we can. You know, a lot of the stigma out there from Premier League fans or fans of other leagues is that Napoli's a broke team. Napoli don't need money, dude. Napoli have enough money. So that's
Shut up, bitch.
That's what I say to that. We ain't broke. Far from it. We are totally in the black, and we've been there for a long time. So
You need to
I don't know
get-
what you're talking about, guys.
You need to get the $1 million man's laugh on there. You know, that's what
I
you
will.
need to get. I don't know. If
I
you're
only got
like
the Rocky
80s
one. I got the
wrestling.
Rocky one.
Yeah.
I'll get him. For you, Rafa, I will. But
Because when someone like every time someone out there says something about Napoli needing money, I think we need to play it.
yeah, Scoundrel Pill says here, we're smart with our wallets. And that's true. That's one thing that I will say we are. Now, Napoli's got to be financially one of the best organizations in Napoli. IMO, honestly. And what De Laurentiis has done, he's made so many good moves. But I don't think he's going to go out there and blow over 25 million on a midfield. I don't over 25. Around 20 maybe if it's a good deal, Rafa. But and I know Emerson, I think he was quoted that he said he'd like to go play with Spalletti. So I wonder if that could happen. And now he hasn't got much playing time lately with Italia, so I'm curious about that. I would have liked to see him play a little bit, just kind of to make some assessment about what's going on right now. But it's either way. The good part to me is that we just need a little bit of reinforcement. We don't need this big overhaul. And I know with Luperto, and yes, he's not the most ideal player, but if we're talking about a couple games here, remember we still have. If we keep Koulibaly, we keep Manolas, and then we have Rahmani. I mean, that's a solid 3 plus Luperto, part time here and there. If that means saving some money and being able to spend it in other areas, I'll keep Luperto on the bench. I don't mind for that. That again,
Right.
As a backup, as somebody who can sit there and not have a problem with it. I'll take him there. But certainly that. But I am really curious about that midfield, and I think that is the key position. That and our left back situation, so long as we keep Koulibaly and the gang in the center. But that's about it. No major overhaul. Spalletti said it himself. He loves the team. He likes how they are. Last time, I think Sadi said the same thing back when he had started, and then ADL bought no one. But so you got to be careful when you say that, guys, all right? Because that's like music to De Laurentiis. Oh, they're good? Okay, I'm not going to buy anybody. Need to replace Baca. Yeah, I know he's not going to be.
Well, so we have that Toma Basic who is looking sort of likely to come.
Thanks for saying Basic, by the way, Ralph. All my Croatian
Basic.
friends are really happy.
Basic.
Basic. Let's get basic.
Oh, look at this basic bitch.
Yo, he's basic.
This Basic bitch.
Basic, bitch.
Basic beach.
Oh man, you'll be a Basic.
Nah, but
bitch.
I mean he's a target, and then I'm also looking at
Jerry Thorsby.
Yeah, Thorsby's a target too. Sampdoria, I liked him. He was okay. But also, there's a name now that's coming up. That's if it doesn't happen with Emerson, is Nuno Tavares with Benfica on Portugal right now. So that's another name that's coming up. We're also looking at a left back, Gabriel Gudmundsson, with Groningen. Listen, like I said, Napoli have money. It's not like we don't. We can get who we need. Zaccagni looks like is going to go between 12 and 15 mil. I think De Laurentiis would spend that. I don't think he'd spend 20 mil.
Milan's going to come in, pay 20, and that's a wrap with Zaccagni.
Well, Milan also offered. They also offered Conti and Caldara in the deal. If not
who
for
was the
nothing,
deal?
but that could...
Rafa, who was the? I lost the article. There was a deal that we were going for a player, and then we wanted to put Cioffi in there to kind of sweeten the deal, or it was like it was an $8 million deal. We were gonna pay 6 or 6.5, and then put in Antonio Cioffi. Was it Thorsby or was it Basic? Maybe.
I don't really know, man. Like I have not seen that report or heard that report. Mind. By the way, happy belated birthday to Kalidou Koulibaly. He turned.
Yes.
What did he turn? 29 yesterday.
I think 29 or 30. No.
Nope, 30. He's 30.
Turned 30. Right.
Yeah.
Birthday,
but yeah, no. So I don't know about the deal that you're talking about. I haven't seen anything about that. But there's also talk about, we talked about possibly having Sirigu come in as a backup, but there's also big chat about Sepe coming in to back up Meret, coming back over. So I'm not sure. There's a lot of talk. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Like if they're also, I guess Napoli are also looking to loan Kostas Tsimikas, a Liverpool player. There's that.
Well, it's such a hard time. This is like the worst.
But that's what I was saying.
It's such a hard time to say who.
There's a lot of names. There's a lot of names running around.
Right.
I think the most reliable name right now is Basic. I think he's going to come in. Emerson, I believe, is going to come in. Right. And that's really the only names that I think are like close to coming. I mean, Zaccagni is still a possibility, and I think we should get him. But at the same time, we still have Mertens, we still have Zielinski. Where would Zaccagni play? That's why a lot of people are talking DePaul. Yeah, if Fabian leaves, you could put DePaul there, but also, DePaul's going for big money now, and Napoli have the money. It's not like we just finished saying Napoli have money, but they historically don't spend like that every single season. That's 2 straight seasons we broke the transfer record. I don't think it's happening in a COVID year. I don't think it's happening.
Nope.
So the possibilities are endless, but everybody is away at the Euros as well. Like all these guys are at the Euro 2020 right now.
Right.
I think aside from Donnarumma, who apparently supposedly left the team to go sign with PSG, which I think it was not confirmed, mind you. Don't quote me on that. Not confirmed. But
I thought they were paying him and then loaning him to Roma. I thought that was official.
I don't know what. Oh, who? Donnarumma?
Yeah, with PSG. PSG supposedly gave him the contract, gave him the 8 mil plus 2 in bonus, but would loan him for 1 year because they have their goaltender still. They still have their number 1 in net, and I think they're waiting. And I think their logic, right? And I think their logic was that we're gonna pick up a goalie now. We're gonna pick him up because it's a sweet deal. It's free. Pay him what he wants, and then allow him to go on loan for a year. And I think Roma was supposed to be that destination for that Rome. That was the last I read on the report. But I think he officially got picked up by PSG. Wasn't that he signed a contract because he was off on a free? Because Milan picked up another goalie.
Yeah, but they have to.
I'm not saying he was loaned out yet, but I thought him getting the contract, getting the contract for PSG was was official.
According to Fabrizio Romano yesterday, confirmed that today's medicals in Florence for Donnarumma for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yes.
Which means he left the club. He left the team to go do that. But they have a week to play still. I'm not happy that he left the team to go do that. But still, we have a week left. We have a week to, I just don't want any distractions on this Italy team, man. That's all. That's all I care about right now.
I mean, it's a medical. It's not like how much can it really throw him off his game?
Nah, yeah. Well, maybe it'll give him added confidence too. He's on a team now, but I don't see anything. I don't see anything about Rome. The only thing I saw was somebody had said that the medical would be in Rome, but it was actually in Florence. So I don't know. I don't know about that.
It was. I'm
interesting,
not sure.
though.
It might have been a hypothetical, Rafa. Like I said, was the report 100% accurate? No, but it was something along those lines that they would loan him out.
I don't see Donnarumma going to Roma to play in the Conference League, dude. This guy's finally going to get a big money move from Milan, and he's going to get loaned out to go play in the Conference League. I don't think that's happening. I think they're going to honestly think they're going to keep Donnarumma and do a Meret Ospina deal with those two guys, Donnarumma and Keylor Navas, and switch them around every now and then. I don't.
And you think he'll just stay playing in Paris?
Yeah, because Keylor Navas, he'll get one more year or whatever. Maybe they'll sell him, or I don't know what his contract situation is. But Donnarumma is young, man. He's young.
Right,
he's going to get a big contract at PSG. I'm telling you.
We did well, right? Well, they're giving him what he asked for. I mean, he asked for 12, but I think they're giving him a little bit less, or they're going to give him about 10. Something. But didn't Milan offer him 10 too? I don't know. Who knows these guys anymore, man? It's tough. It's tough to let. It's really
I think
tough
Milan
to
offered him 7.
7. It's so tough to kind of sift through all the garbage,
no kidding.
Try to find something that's worth.
And like I said, and I quote someone else. So who else was it? Someone likes to tweet. It's so and so date, and we still don't have a left back. Oh, it was Delgado. Dom, my man Dom. Out in San Diego, he keeps on tweeting. Today's date. It is 7:25 p.m. on Monday, June 21st, and Napoli still don't have a left back. He goes carry on. And I said to him, dude, the window doesn't even officially begin until July 1st. Oh, Steigal, everybody, and everyone's at the Euro. We're going to be fine. Napoli is going to be just fine. Everybody needs to relax. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Insigne is going to sign the contract. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it mid-season. He's going to do it if he doesn't do it at the beginning of the season. Everybody stop panicking.
De Laurentiis is probably like, let's make sure everybody's healthy, and then we'll worry about contracts. I feel.
Yeah, don't worry about Lozano being poached by Ancelotti at Real Madrid, because when Ancelotti had Lozano at Real Madrid and Napoli, he put him in the wrong spot. He's not gonna do that again. I think we just all need to chill. Let's enjoy the European Cup. Let's enjoy the summer. Let's just chill. And, eventually Napoli will get a kit. And eventually Napoli will start signing players, And I think it was actually Delgado again. It was actually Dom again who said, all this non-Napoli transfer talk and my blood pressure has significantly decreased. Might have been Ando also. But, I got to say the same thing, guys. Like, I got so much stuff going on in my personal life and then the Euros. And it's just too much to worry about. Oh, the conspiracy about Verona or the situation with ADL and the Ultras and the this and the that and Gattuso, who's gone from Fiorentina already, which is insane.
High and by.
Super
curious to see where he's going next. Yeah.
Tottenham's not happening. That was the biggest. That was the biggest rumor right after the Fiorentina mishap.
Right.
The biggest rumor was Gattuso was going to Tottenham, and that was shot down quick. I guess there was some sort of outburst of
Right. It was pushback to that
negativity.
signing. Right.
Yes. The
Right.
fans
Calling
didn't
them
want
all
it for
kinds of
nothing.
things. Right.
Give me a break. Give me a
Like
break.
they're just
That
still
guy would come
salty
in there
that
and win
he.
you FA Cups. That guy would come
Yeah.
in there and win you FA Cups like that.
Right.
Give me a
They're
break.
still a little salty about him choking out their assistant coach
I really
back in
don't
that
care
Champions
about.
League game.
I
They're
don't
still
care about
salty
English
that.
football. I can't stand it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jonathan. I love you very much, and I love that you're a Napoli fan. I despise English football.
Mhm.
My cousins asked me, "What's your number one nation that you hate as far as soccer goes?" And every one of them said Brazil, Brazil, Brazil. I said England. I can't stomach England or English football. I just can't do it. I hate it. And it sucks because I love Jorginho, and I love the fact that he won the Champions League with Chelsea. I love that. I love Cavani. He's with Manchester United, but I hate English football. I hate it with a passion. It's like a lot of my people say, Real Madrid, Barcelona, they can't stomach. I can't stomach any English team. It just hurts me. It hurts me. And a big part of it is how they treated a lot of the Italians and Italian players and Italian, media
Coaches.
Dude wins you a Premier League at 5,001 odds, and you sack him the next year without even being exited from the Champions League yet. Talking about Ranieri at Leicester. Then you're talking about Ancelotti and Conte with Chelsea and Sarri too, with how they just dispose of them when when the chips are down. You win a title, you struggle a little the next year, you're out. Come on, man. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much to deal with. And then
they called Napoli
garbage.
revolving door.
Yeah.
Go look at Chelsea.
Yeah. And then the garbage that they spew about Jorginho not rating Jorginho in the midfield. I don't know what kind of football these guys watch. They talk about football coming home. They don't even know what football is. You don't even know what football really is. Football's coming home. Football's ran away from home after 1966 and hasn't been there since.
Was it 58?
Football's had a new 66 was the last time they won a World Cup. Was their only trophy ever.
And it was in England, right?
And it was in England, yeah. So football went home and then left.
And stayed home. And then it never came back.
No, they went home and they left. They were out. They bounced real quick. They had a good time for a year, and then they were out. See you later.
Out. Ralph, I'm going to put on this closing song here. It's a good show.
Yes, sir. What's this, a new closing song?
Yeah, switched it up.
Rafi.
DJ Ralph on the 1 and 2s, Trying,
I'm digging it, man.
You like it?
I'm digging it, yeah. Let's get a Forza Italia.
Let's get a Forza Italia. I think there's only a few people remaining left in here, so
that's
shout out to you.
The four of you, Forza Italia.
Forza Italia, guys. We'll be back again soon. Hopefully, we'll probably we're gonna put out the post.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can come back next Monday.
Right.
The round of 16 match is on Saturday at I believe it's at 3:00 Eastern. We will come on if anything crazy happens. We'll come on really quick.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, Ralph. If you are.
Definitely. Well, I'm working on this thing. Well, I'll mention it later. We're working on a thing with CNC, and we got something going on. And
yes.
It was supposed to happen today. A guy got sick, couldn't come on, but we're gonna do it over. So we want to get him on. We'll talk about it.
I'll tell you what, too, Ralph. I also want to informally announce that I would like to do another giveaway soon.
Okay.
Possibly next week. I'll come up with a way to give this particular item away, but I have something that I'd like to give away. And it ties into a question I'm going to ask everyone.
Okay.
And it's not something that maybe it's something you might be able to look up, but it's going to be a little vague. And if somebody can answer the question for me, they'll win the item. And I'll unveil it. I'll unveil it next week. Maybe we'll unveil it before the show, on Twitter and on Instagram.
On Instagram, right?
And then on the show we'll ask the question, and we'll get everybody who answers the question right. Put in our little wheel, our little spin the wheel.
Yeah.
And we'll give it away the week later. How about that?
Sweet. I love it. I love giveaways. Let's do it, guys.
Let's do it.
All right.
Also, I've yet to see. I've yet to see our winner of the Maradona shirt with his shirt on or displayed.
So, well, you know what? It hasn't gotten to him yet. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten to him yet,
the customs is a real B word.
Yeah.
And they told me that at the post office. So
yeah.
Please, when it comes in, make sure you take a picture of it. Nice.
He will.
Also, with your stuff too, right?
For the
your winner.
You're talking about for the jersey or for the T-shirt?
Yeah, I was talking about for the jersey.
Was up. The jersey was up. I think. Well, I'm not sure if he received it. He tagged us on Instagram, Rafa. It's in there.
He did. No.
Yeah. So
me missing it.
That's all right. No, it's in there. Chris still has yet to receive the T-shirt.
The T-shirt.
He's gonna put it up. He's gonna put it up with the Maradona thing. But anyway. But yeah, thank you again, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Please hit like and subscribe.
Don't forget, I still owe Ralphie Bizarro a birthday gift, and I will unveil the gift. Well, I'll have Ralph unveil it when it comes.
All right,
in.
I will. I'll put it.
But
I'll definitely show it as soon as
I received it, and it's the wrong one, and they're shipping it. Supposedly, they'll be shipping it like expedited shipping.
All right, sweet.
You know, so fingers crossed it gets here quick.
I'm looking forward to it, Ralph. Thank you again.
Yes. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's all right, guys. Anyway, thank you again, everybody. Again, hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. Thank you again, everybody in the chat and the live chat for joining us today. Forza Italia once again. Rafa, great show. Let's get on out of here. Hold on, we got one more comment. Yes, I'm loving that. Is that like the Greek evil eye thing? But yeah, Rafa, New Jersey, looking sharp with the new drip.
New drip, day.
All right, guys, let's get on out of here. Ciao. We'll see you next time.
Forza Napoli.